Sitting here today in my new acquisition, my brand new car. Spanking new, factory fresh. Got a couple of defects from the factory floor. I plan to take it back to the dealer. It is a 4-speed. It's a 1973. That's right, 73. Dodge 100 pickup truck, 3/4 ton. The bed on it's from a 75 W200. The frame underneath is an 82 W250 3/4 ton. Front axle's a Dana 44. Rear axle's a Dana 60. Limited slip with 410 gears. Transmission's an NP 435 4-speed. I believe that's a GM made. Or Borg Warner, I forget. First speed's a granny gear. Hardly ever have to use it. When you put it in reverse, that's your reverse lights. Engines, a 1972, date code 318, 2-barrel, new rings, rods, main bearings, oil pump, timing chain and gears, all new gaskets and seals. I'm just breaking it in right now. Let's go for a ride. Oh, the paint scheme? Pretty much think Partridge Family bus. Here we go. I think my door's not shut all the way. Seatbelt. It's kind of drafty. Let's go cook. Got a little fire started, a little chilly up here. Yep. Got a nice little wedge out of it. Prop that up in the back where everything's getting hot. All right, let's let it char for a while. Get a flame going. Let's get some air in there. A little bit of air. All right. I'll come back when we're almost ready. There we go. Now we got something going. Okay. On the beans. Vegetable broth. Buttery butter. Liquid smoke. Onion. Oh. We're doing cast iron today. I think we're going to cook on this side. Let's get a look. Yeah. Flame is still not where I want it. Gonna have to tinker with it. Get some towels, a lid. That'll be good for now. Guess I left a little water in it. And they are iron. Oh, it's heating up. Like smoke. They are iron, aren't they? Alright, I'm going to put a little butter in it to season it up some. I don't have any oil right now. Alright. Used a little butter, seasoned it up. Rinse it out with a little bit of water. Nice and clean, ready to go. And that fire's looking good. I think what I'll do now, while I'm chopping that onion, is getting this vegetable broth boiling, or near boiling, simmering. The amount of beans I have, I'm going to guess half. I'll put a little more because I'm going to boil a lot of it off just so the flavors remain, but the water's gone. Okay. Let's get those onions chopped. I'll clean that with water too. All right. Onions. See, it's already starting to boil or simmer. Didn't use the whole onion. Now I'm going to add some butter. No, I'm going to add the lima beans, some salt and pepper, then the butter. All right, let's go ahead and do that. All right. I'm going to remove some of that butter after it starts melting. I'm going to taste the broth and the sauce. I want it more than enough, and I'll remove it when I get my taste and give it to the critters. Now, for the final touch, I'm prepping it right now. Gotta pull off the safety seal. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay. Liquid smoke. Let me test it. Okay, just a couple of two, 3, 4. I'm going to do 5 drops. And let's get those onions mixed in there. I'm going to give it a taste. Discard some of that butter maybe. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it all, because you know what? I had pepper here, but I didn't have salt. So I might need to rely, that is good salted butter. So I might need to rely on that butter for the salt. But it can always be salted at the time of eating. But I like to rather cook in it. Give this a little taste. You know, usually it doesn't taste like much until after it cooks down, but this is tasting pretty good already. I think we're going to have success. Get it heated up. Oh man. Okay, at some point I'm going to have to control the fire, but I want to get it simmering first. Get some of this junk cleaned up. Looking good. All right, let's take a look. Got to do some fire management. Open up the backs. We needed a way better draft to get that flame going. Wood was just too wet. I'm gonna have to pull that wood. Had it sitting right here, the cooking wood, but I should have put it inside. But I'm always freaky about bugs, termites, and whatever else. I don't know. I'd rather leave it outside, but I have to get a cover for it. But yeah, we're cooking good. I got to get a gander of it. Oh, the sauce is looking good and buttery. Doesn't look like I added enough pepper. But, you know, you can always add that later. You can't really undo it. All right. I don't know if you can see, but that fire's really going. Because the wind's picked up too. We'll take you down. Now's a good time to go look at the truck. Those afternoon winds just really picked up. Oh yeah, you see those winds are blowing direct. That's why we put it in this direction right here. Because the mountain winds go right on into that grate. Are we simmering yet? Look at that flame coming out of the back. We're getting close. Well, there she is. 1973. Look at that. Ah. Very basic. 4-speed. Transfer case on the other side. The way you pop the hood is right there. And then from up here, if I can do it with one hand, hang on. Okay. There we are. Ah, look at that. Look at that heater valve right there. Mechanical heater core valve. Hope I'm zoomed all the way out. Yeah, I am. 318. You guys could recognize it. Look at the great condition that frame is in. 3/4 ton axles, limited slip rear, no emissions. And you won't see an air pump over here. 2-barrel, all it needs. It's a torque monster because of the 410s and the transmission. Top speed 55 to 60. But that's okay. There she is. Now let's go see if we're simmering. Well, that fire's going good. At some point we're going to have to turn down the heat. Oh man, we're getting close. We're getting close. Why am I whispering like I'm going to wake it up? I'll be back. Alright, it's getting close. I might add a little bit of pepper. I don't think I have any spices in my spice cabinet. Nah, just lonely old pepper for now, because it's the beginning of the season. Batteries. If I had something, it'd probably be too old anyway. I think it's just going to get a touch more. And bed, bunk beds. Up there are 2 cots that can be folded out. Pretty cool little place. It's available to friends and family. All right, I think that ought to do it. I really do. Probably going to end up adding the rest of the stock, because these beans need to really boil down and soften up. And as soon as it starts boiling, we're going to close off the back plates to slow that flame down, and then control the front grate. Sounds like I'm flying an airplane. All right, we're there. So now, got to do a little flame management. Keep her simmering. Remember, we brought these beans up from frozen, so it took a little time. All right. So first thing, we'll slow down. And wait and see what happens. Just by peeking in the front. And you know what I think? Yep, that's too much. So what we're going to do, if that's not too hot, and it is, going to need a glove. See if I can use this. Drag this over to where there's a cap. Go ahead and put the cap on that side. That's going to slow things down. Let's see. Reduce that to a simmer. These beans are still, they got an hour to go easily. And they just now thawed, so. Alright, I forgot to show you. I pulled it off to let it simmer on its own. And, oh yeah, they're not mushy. They got a nice little bite to them, but not too mushy like Janine wants them and I like them. So I've got to hit the road now. Got to go home, but gonna store these things. Let's let that cool down some. And then we'll hit the road and head home. Yeah, I love cooking on cast iron. Oh my goodness. Just the right amount of butter. Alright, clean up. Alright. Just did some low RPM, high torque crawling, so now we're primed for some afterburn. See if you can hear it, because that window's up. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Not yet. We're doing engine braking now. Yeah, no afterburn. Hang on. Yeah, it's getting too dangerous. I got to do two hands. Anyway. Still in fourth gear. I got a shiftlet on a bicycle or scooter. He's turning and he's using the proper signals. And I'm gonna have to go to third. over to my sister's house. Should be able to keep fourth gear right here. Here are the torque monsters. Here we go. Yeah, there's the torque monsters. Okay, I got a car behind me. Heading over to my sister's. She lives in a beautiful location, as you can see. The Werner Family Retreat, we call it. Any Werner is welcome. Anyway, talk to you soon. Almost any Werner. At my sister's.